Hello everyone, I welcome you all in today's podcast. My name is Adrit Chakravarti and today I am accompanied by my classmate Sunwai. Today we have with us our esteemed guest, Mr. Piyush Kanti Vishwas, who is a senior advocate at our state Tripura. He has seen and he has witnessed the change in legal dynamics in our state, and today we will be sharing his experience, how he has witnessed all the legal complexities and how he witnessed all the changes in our society. Sir, I welcome you in today's podcast. Sir, my classmate will start with the question first.
Sir, starting with the first question. Sir, in case of gender-based violence like rape and incident, from your point of view, what should be the first legal safeguard for a survivor, and how can the criminal justice system balance fair trial rights of the accused with the dignity, privacy and mental well-being of the victim?
In such a case, particularly in rape cases, it is the duty of the police officer to record the statement of the victim immediately without any loss of time. And her statement should be audio-videographed. And she should be sent to a women medical officer to examine her body and private parts, whether to see whether there was any marks of violence or symptom of rape. Then it is the duty of the investigating officer to collect the sample from the doctor, and vaginal swab should be sent to forensic department to identify or to see the presence of semen. If presence of semen is there, then next question will arise: who is the origin of the semen? And IO should take all sort of precautions so that the victim's identity cannot be known to everybody. So these are the first safeguards for proving the case of rape. And because law is settled, if there is any delay in examination of the victim, her recording of her statement and other things, then it may create a doubt in the mind of the court, though the case is genuine. But due to this delay, sometimes accused are acquitted. So that is the first step to be taken by the police officer. But during my tenure for last 50 years, I find that rate of conviction in rape case is very few, very low, as because, and that is due to the fault of the IO. They are not doing their jobs according to law, and law, it is settled that doubt always goes in favor of the accused. Accused is supposed to be innocent till his guilt is proved. So these are the first step.
So moving forward to the second question. So from your experience as an advocate, what are the major hurdles you faced during investigation and trial of gender-based violence cases such as hostile witness, delay, victim withdrawal and evidentiary gap? And how do these affect the final outcome?
In many cases I found, though the victim or her relatives or parents going to the PS for reporting the incident, police are not taking proper step, that is for registration of the case, and the reasons best known to them why they are not, but law demands that they should be reported and recorded by the police officer like as FIR immediately. Then he should go for, and in some other cases that I found, even though FIR is registered immediately, but investigation has not been started due to various reasons. Those reasons best known to the IO why they are not doing this. But law demands that should be done immediately without any loss of time. And in many cases, even though FIR is registered, police is not moving or reporting the statements of the witnesses immediately. They are going after 2-3 days. And then what happened? Then the marks of violence or rape on the body of the victim disappears due to these lapses. If the victim is immediately taken to doctor, she will examine and she will preserve the vaginal swab. But due to the delay, subsequently when victim was sent to doctor or foreign or their samples are sent to forensic department for examination, those symptoms disappear normally. Even if any injuries on the vaginal parts of the victim, those are healed due to this lapse because long delay. So, but law is very clear, but police are not following this, and these are reported regularly in the papers, newspapers. I do not find in a single case higher officer, superior officers are taking any action against any of the police officer for these lapses. And judgments are passed, reasons are given why the accused is acquitted, why the court was bound to acquit them. If those judgments are read by the superior officer, then they will find why the accused is acquitted. Then they can take action against them. But I do not know whether in a single case in Tripura any such action is taken against the erring police officers. So they are going in this, and till now also the same is going on. And I find that is the main cause of acquittal of the accused persons.
So moving forward to the third question, political influence, local power structure or social status of the accused impact investigation and prosecution in gender-based violence cases, and what are the legal remedies exist to ensure judicial independence and accountability?
It is quite often in rape cases, not in many criminal cases, when it took place, political influential persons are interfering with the investigation. They are creating pressure upon the police not to do investigation, or they should be slow in investigation, which ultimately affect the entire prosecution. And then it becomes very difficult to convict them. And law is very clear, there is no gap in the law. Intention of the legislature is very clear, but police are not following that. Legal remedies are there. Now law has come that is of Supreme Court verdict. If it is found that any police officer did not record FIR when allegations discloses cognizable offences, they are subject to disciplinary action and also contempt of courts. But it is not happening till now. In many cases, people are still coming to the High Court because of refusal of the police station for not registering the FIR. Then High Court directed in many cases to register it in accordance with also. So these are the legal remedies court can interfere, but ultimately, if the police are not serious, if they are acting under the influence of political persons, then there will be no result. Ultimately, result will be acquitted.
Sir, do you encourage or do you have any suggestion that how we can bring such reforms in our society so that the police can handle cases efficiently?
Particularly now the position of the society, people are not also coming forward. Rarely in some cases I find in paper that victim gone to the police station is not registering the FIR. Then there is a public pressure, then they have to register the FIR. But there is a delay. But in many cases, I do not find the public register. They are also remains silent spectator. These are the hurdles.
So moving forward to the fourth question. Sir, even after the conviction or disposal of the case, many survivors face to stigma and trauma. From a legal point of view, does the system adequately address rehabilitation, compensation and reintegration, or does justice often end only on paper?
Yes, there are ample scope. When court is convicting a person, apart from sentence, they are imposing fine. That fine will go to the victim. But if the court finds that it is not sufficient, then court, it is under the act, there is a provision, court will recommend for appropriate amount of compensation for the rehabilitation of the victim or the survivors. Suppose victim died, survivors are there, or their rehabilitation also necessary. So court has given that power to recommend compensation for rehabilitation of the victim or the survivors of the victim. Then it will go to the district legal service authority or it may go to the state legal service authority. Ultimately, there is a provision. The question of implementation, that is, but provision is there.
Sir, do you have any understanding about how honor killing actually works? Because in our state, over the past 2 decades or 3 decades, we haven't heard anything such serious case regarding honor killing in our state. Sir, can you please share your experience?
I did not find any honor killing in Tripura. But honor killing is also killing that is murder. So they will be dealt with the provision that is the IPC 302 IPC. So there is a provision for you cannot escape in the name of honor killing.
Sir, what can be the reason that in our state, compared to the other part of the India, in our state, why we have negligent amount of honor killing in our state? What can be the socio or economic reason for it?
Practically, it depends on other aspects. In the name of religion or other belief, honor killing takes place. But in our state, I do not find any honor killing. So I think people are aware of it.
Awareness is there.
And awareness is necessary to understand that it is nothing but a killing. That is a murder.
So, if such cases regarding honor killing has come to you, do you know or do you anticipate that there will be political pressure on that particular cases, whether you represent the victim or the defendant?
In such type of cases, there are often this political pressure or local leaders' pressure on the victim or victim family not to give evidence. It is happening in rape case as well as honor killing in every. Nowadays I find its presence in most of the cases. Whenever any incident taking place, people are going to the PS for registration of FIR, but due to political pressure or pressure by powerful men or economically sound men, and police also is not acting due to this pressure, and they are what I should say, I do not know what is the reason behind this. They are not to go down their heads before these people. Law is very clear, it is their duty. But it is happening now in the state.
Sir, coming to the rape victims and regarding their confidentiality, so you know that how social media works nowadays. Anything happen, if anything happens in the society, it gets viral in the social media, and suppose a victim, her identity is being revealed by any of the officer or by the defendant or the one who is being accused. So in such cases, how we can take precautions that the victim's identity is kept secret because she has a longer life to live.
Actually, law only given mandate that police officer should not disclose the identity of the victim. But even then, we find social media, newspaper are publishing, giving details of the victim. That's why provision has been made for punishment of those persons, extending up to 2 years they can be punished. They are to be sentenced for their such kind of activities.
Sir, with the change in the dynamics of the legal landscape in our society, have you ever come across that a social media, does it influence any case, particular case?
Though trial should not be influenced, but all are human beings, judges are also human beings. But law is that they are not supposed to be influenced by the media publication. But sometimes it happens, though it is very few, but it happens sometimes. All are human beings. That's why law has been made that the merit of the case or details or merit of the case and evidence of the cases should not be published by media. That even in those cases, victim may go for contempt of court against them.
So with your experience, you have come across many cases which has political pressures also and also public pressure. So do you think which of the pressure has upper edge over one another?
No, particularly, I have dealt with so many serious cases. Nobody dared to come to me to influence me in my. But I find in there are political pressures. But in my life, though I have appeared in so many cases, sensational cases of the state, political, sitting minister's murder case, including murder case, and in a spot political murder, 14 persons were murdered. And you know Ganodut Hotta, that is one of the sensational. But I did not face any such political pressure. But political pressure are coming when political man is killed or political clash between the two parties, then it is coming. And in rape case, normally it is coming.
Thank you, sir, for your time. My friend would like to conclude the podcast today.
As we conclude, one message is clear. Domestic violence and honor killing are not matter of culture or honor, but serious crime against humanity. The law provides protection, but change begins when we choose awareness over silence and courage over fear. True honor lies in respect, equality, and compassion. Let this conversation be a step toward justice, dignity, and change. Thank you, sir, for giving us your valuable time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.